He's a bit of
Beats the camera.
Have you got time?
No, it's got external, so.
Would you like me to talk to you about?
Yes, could you give us any details about this shower and how it's better than the existing showers for disabled people?
Can I tell you about the electric shower? Can I show you on the white version first? It's been out for a couple of years. It's called the Luda. It's a 10 kilowatt electric shower. It was originally designed 4 or 5 years ago. We told our designers to come up with an electric shower that could be used by people who are visually impaired, as the people from all ends of our spectrum of times out. So they came up with a shower called the Luda, which is obviously in white, with tactile buttons for the temperature and the flow. These are lights that light up around the edge as well, and there's also an audible beep. So every time we press the button, it beeps. This is the flow rate on the other side, so you can have 3 different settings of flow rate. The bottom one we call the eco setting, which is only 3.5 litres a minute. And so it saves you a lot of money on your water rates as well, on your water meters. The reason it's this shape is that we held a lot of seminars with carers, occupational therapists, surveyors, technical officers and end users. And the feedback we got was that a lot of people were bruising themselves on the corners of showers. So we told the designers to cover the shower that didn't have any corners on it. It's 10 kilowatt, which means it's going to have a high flow rate even when the water's coming into the property. It's quite cold, it's going to heat up a lot quicker. This is just the on-off button, which we turn it off, it's got memory on it, turn it back on, comes on the same settings. But it also cuts out after 30 minutes, because some people we deal with have dementia, and if it's linked up to a shower waste pump, it could be running for hours. So it cuts out after 30 minutes, you can turn it back on again, it's no problem. It's got also what we call a phased shutdown. So you may have experienced when you turn a shower on straight away, a jet of cold water hits you. Well, this one won't, because when it's shut down previously, it makes sure the whole tank is empty of water. And so when someone turns it on again, it fills up to the correct temperature, and then it comes out. So you're not going to get that cold spurt of water to start with. On the exit to the shower, there's a non-return valve, which means that you don't have to have the shower hose retained in the ring. It stops the risk of siphonage back into the system. And one of the massive selling points is that the riser bar is a grab rail. So if someone's a little bit unsteady on their feet, it doesn't matter how many grab rails you have in the bathroom, standing opposite the shower and you wobble, you grab the first thing in front of you, generally the riser bar, and generally it's a little spindle that comes off the wall. So we've designed it to be strong. On this version, it's also got the Luda twist, which means that if you're in a seated position and the shower head's pointing right at you, you want to put your shampoos or your shower gels on, you can lift this little panel here and move the shower head away from you. So you've got full control over it. We've shown this to a number of people. We've been selling thousands of them since we first brought them out. Some of the reaction we got was that although some of the specifiers liked it and thought it was great for visually impaired people, they thought that maybe some other people who didn't work visually impaired maybe wouldn't like it in their shower. So we poured out the silver version. So this is Luda S, yes, just being silver. But it's looks a lot nicer shower. It's slightly more expensive than any shower in the marketplace that's silver as opposed to white. It's going to be a little bit more expensive. But still, the riser bar's the grab rail. It's got blue lights on it. And it beeps. This is actually linked up to our M17 pump as well. So actually the pump's working at the moment, taking the water away, and you can't hear it. You can now.
The soakaway, is it a different design from the usual wet floor one?
No, it's the same. Underneath the tiles, we have the tough form wet floor former.
Yeah.
With that, we have a stainless steel waste on this one because it's tiled. Whereas normally you have vinyl flooring, but it's still the same waste trap underneath. Just the top of it is different. So you can raise it up or lower it, depending on the height of the tile.
Because sometimes the plastic ones are quite difficult to raise up, especially if you're in a wheelchair.
We've redesigned our wastes, and we've got a low depth waste now. We're doing it on all our wastes. They've got a chrome top, just twist on and off. The difficulty being that there are some on the market that pop up. Well, that forms a tripping hazard then as well if it pops out when it's not meant to.
Yeah, mine pops up.
Yeah, and then that's caused the tripping hazard again. So we had to have something. We used to screw ours down. So you had to have a screwdriver to take it out so that a carer or another member of the family would help to come and clear it out. But now we've redesigned it so you don't just twist it, just quarter turn twist and off it comes. So you have to have something secure, but also something that's easy to use.
And again, that is the brand rail.
It is. It's designed to have, so it's got fixing points top and bottom, and it's really strong.
Which is very important if you're an amputee, a one-leg amputee. You've got something to grab hold of.
That's right.
And the glass, is it inclusive in the price or is it an extra?
Well, the glass, these are our new glass enclosures called the Lorenco Duo. As you've seen, they're stable door version, so you can have full height, full doors or half height to be able to still assist in the shower. We have so the shower and the former and the screen enclosure are completely separate items. So that this screen set can be sat onto a shower tray, or you can have different full height glass screens on the wet floor former. So we have different products that match in for each one. This is actually 6mm toughened glass. It's been toughened in a way that makes it comparable to 8 and 10mm glass. But if you had 10mm glass, it's going to be very difficult to move and not really quite right for our industry. It's a bit heavy.
And is the glass mold proof?
It's called,
Because that's very often a problem.
it's called stay clear glass. Sorry. It's called stay clear glass, so it's been coated. So just to stop the limescale building up on it. Because generally under a microscope, glass is bumpy, which is why things stick to it. But with this, it coats it across the front, so it makes it smooth, so nothing can stick to it. So it's stay clear glass as well. It does. It's certainly, again, with when we're all paying for things ourselves, we want something that looks quite nice in our bathrooms. It's not necessarily something that looks disabled or institutionalised.
And so other members of the family use it as well.
That's right.
Just because you're disabled, you don't want
No, that's right.
just to have dull things.
Even with the stable doors, I mean, that's great for showering your kids, your dog, anything.
Dog.
Yeah. You can use it for all sorts of different
My
situations.
puppy's big enough to jump over that. He is.
So a lot of the products we're bringing out now are glass in glass screens, and something the things that do actually look nicer in your bathroom and don't look institutionalised.
And has it got a temperature control that it actually shuts off at a certain temperature?
On the shower?
It's anti-scald.
Yes, on the shower there are 3 settings that you can, maximum settings that you can set when you actually install it. It's anti-scald anyway, so the highest is 46 degrees. That can be adjusted by a little setting within the shower when you first install it. So then when it's set to the maximum, it won't ever scald you. It can't go over the maximum. It'll just get to the top of the lights and it'll just won't go any higher.
That's really good because especially with the shower that we've got, it actually, one minute it can be cold and the next minute it can come through really hot.
Yeah, no, that won't happen with these showers.
Oh, that's
They're thermostatically controlled, so
that is much better.
yeah. I think it wavers around about a quarter of a degree Celsius with any
That's a lot better, isn't it? Because those that we've got are quite, you have to get them on just the right temperature. And then if somebody's in the kitchen using a tap, then you either get it very cold, come through very cold, or then suddenly you, whoop, it's a bit hot. And you can't, especially if you're in a wheelchair, you can't move out quick.
we have to, certainly within the industry, people who have who don't have any feeling in their limbs or in their skin, obviously they can get scalded and not actually even realise it. So we have to make sure everything's thermostatically controlled that we supply.
Thank you very much.
That's okay.
Thank you for your time.
All right, go on, then.
Thank you.